Humans, still living in another part of the galaxy, send a final space probe on one last mission to survey their former home. The space probe directs its lenses on the South Pole. Today, this is Antarctica, a continent locked in ice. Its most famous inhabitants are penguins. But millions of years in the future, Antarctica will move. The continental plates will drift just a few inches a year. But scientific models show that millions of years of small movements will create one giant megacontinent and one single ocean. 200 million years in the future, this is where Antarctica used to be. The ocean is over 4 times the size of the Atlantic. The center is 10,000 miles from the nearest coast. With no land to block the wind, waves can swell to heights of over 100 feet. Patrolling the depths of this global sea is a predator of unfathomable power, the sharkopath. Sharks are great survivors. They prowled the oceans before the dinosaurs roamed. And 200 million years in the future, they will survive the mass extinction and emerge even more terrifying than before. The sharkopath can reach speeds of over 25 miles per hour. Their jaws can tear flesh with incredible force. And most impressive of all, they hunt in packs, signaling each other with bioluminescent patches on their sides. In 200 million years, evolution has created the ultimate shark. And this fierce killer of the ocean is on the hunt. These little creatures aren't more than between-meal snacks for the sharkopaths. They aren't fish, most of which didn't survive the mass extinction. Instead, they are completely new, bizarre animals called silver swimmers, which evolved from the larvae of crustaceans. They sense the sharkopaths nearby. But the sharks have already begun the chase. They drive the silver swimmers toward the surface. It's the opportunity a predator from above has been waiting for. Birds were wiped out in the mass extinction, but the skies quickly filled with new airborne creatures. These are flying fish called flish. They often follow the sharkopaths, which help drive their prey to the surface. From high overhead, the flish spot a large shoal of silver swimmers, glittering just below the surface. A flish swoops down. But instead of nabbing the silver swimmer, the flish is the victim. It's swallowed up by the future ocean's master of disguise. This is the rainbow squid, the largest creature in the ocean. 120 feet of body, arms, and tentacles. And it can change colors at will. Many squid today share this talent. The secret? Chromatophores. Pigment-bearing cells that can be turned on and off to create camouflage or to attract mates. In the future, the rainbow squid takes chromatophores to the extreme. Using one of the most sophisticated brains on the planet, it can control flashes, pulses, and rippling patterns. It can disguise itself to lure a meal, or become virtually invisible by mimicking the color of water. It's mating season for the rainbow squid. As this male nears his breeding grounds, he sets the sea ablaze with a vivid display of color. The females flock to him. But the glittering squid has taken a risk with such a fantastic display. His color and light show attracts attention from more than just the females. The sharkopaths can go 3 months without food, but after that, they're very hungry, in need of a substantial meal, like a rainbow squid. The bioluminescent patches on their flanks start flashing to alert other members of the pack. Soon, more than a dozen have gathered together. The rainbow squid watches warily with what may be the largest eye on the planet. The sharkopaths surround him. Now is the time for the rainbow squid to call upon its best defense. His sophisticated brain directs the camouflage. He literally disappears. But the sharkopaths aren't backing off. They can still detect pulses of electricity coming from the squid's nervous system. As the sharkopaths move in, the squid's camouflage breaks down. Unmasked, the rainbow squid is helpless. "200 million years in the future, sharks remain one of nature's most brutal and successful killing machines."